Judi Love Bowman. My friends call me Reverend Judi or Dr. Judi or just plain old Judi. And I'm also known as Dr. Think and Shine. That was my ebook best-selling children's book, Occupy Your Mind with Dr. Think and Shine. And I'm thankful that that's a discussion guide that's helping people. And we're revising it and upgrading it into a vacation Bible school series right now. But my name's Judi Love Bowman. I was reared on the Virginia Peninsula. My dad reared me in the Presbyterian Church, and I was ordained an AME elder, an itinerant elder in the African Methodist Episcopal Church, which is the oldest black denomination. And undergrad, I studied at Hampton University. And at Hampton and at Phoebus High School, I was uncontested as student government president. So nobody voted for me to be student government president, but I was a student government president in high school and in college. And in college, we helped in Mississippi with a mission project. At that time, Tunica, Mississippi was the poorest county in the nation. So we helped there, and then I went on. I was blessed and honored to go to Harvard and got my Master's of Divinity there, studied there for 3 years at the Divinity School, and then earned my doctorate in education and master in education at Harvard. And I'm thankful, and God didn't send me to Hampton and Harvard to stand 10 feet above contradiction and rule and lord over people. He sent me there so I can make a difference. And as Mahalia Jackson sang in her song, if I can help somebody with a word or a song, then my living will not be in vain. And the P15 Passbook is such a blessing. It's not a trophy of what Judi Love Bowman has done. It's a testament of what God has done and what God is doing in the earth to help bring about unity, order, faith, justice, peace, and equality at a critical time such as this in America. So I'm just thankful to present to the world Martin Luther King's birthday, January 15, 2016, will be at the Barnes & Noble in Roanoke, Virginia, Valley View. And after that, you can get it anywhere online at 70 bookstores online, at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, or you can go to my distributor, Bookmasters /atlasbooks.com. But I hope it'll be a blessing and a guide. And like I said, P15 is 15 personal points that you can do, that I can do. There are no meetings, no dues, no hazing, no fees, none of that. Just 15 personal things. So the P15 Passbook, America's Passport for Unity, is just a blessing, and I'm thankful to offer it to the world. My biggest accomplishment, I don't know if I would call it an accomplishment, but I like to tag myself as a homemaker. And I'm thankful that I was able to help rear my son, our son is 20 years old now, and I'm thankful because black men are almost endangered species in America. And I'm thankful that he's registered to vote and that he's a Christian and that he's doing positive things in the earth. And I don't put that parent guilt out in the atmosphere. I'm not a perfect parent. He's not a perfect child. I have a wonderful husband. I'm not a perfect wife. So I don't stand 10 feet above contradiction. But I'm just thankful that sometimes our best contribution to the movement is the children we rear and the children we produce, so God can bless the 3rd and 4th generation. And along with rearing Ollie, our son is, and he has several nicknames, I won't say them, but along with rearing him, I came up with Occupy Your Mind with Dr. Think and Shine. It's an alphabetized discussion guide for young people and those who love them with over 200 topics. And those were things that I talked to him about growing up. And it depends on what age you want to talk to your children, but the whole thing with Dr. Think and Shine is don't talk about your children, talk to them. And so if they don't learn it from us, where are they going to learn it? But when I was a little boy like you, I didn't say, oh, I'm going to be a writer when I grow up. But I think it was back in the 90s when I went through something. My advisor, when I got my doctorate, he said, you're the person who's been through the most adversity I've ever met, but yet you're the person who's overcome the most adversity. So I have been through a lot in my life, and each of us has. Everybody has a story to tell. Like Langston Hughes said, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. There've been tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up in places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the while, I've been climbing and reaching landers and turning corners. So I'm not going to keep on with that Langston Hughes because then I have to take up a special offering just for that. But I'm thankful. I went through a lot when I was in divinity school, and one time it was somebody I really trusted, a professor. I thought I could be one of the boys and be accepted as one of the boys, and he assaulted me. He was charged with assault, and I think I flushed the Xanax down the down the toilet that the psychiatrist gave me. And I just turned to God and started writing because I felt like there are other people who have been through that. A lot of times women are at the bottom of the barrel in America. There are a lot of women, especially I know a lot of black women, their first baby is from rape. I know a lady, her baby is from rape, her oldest granddaughter is from rape. You know, it's like 3 generations, but sometimes they feel as if they're not worthy or can't tell, and if we blow the whistle, and then if you look at the case, and I talk about this in P15 with Anita Hill and Clarence Thomas, sometimes when a woman is disrespected or violated, sometimes we feel like we have to choose between our race and our gender. You know, like it's Anita Hill bringing down a black man, Clarence Thomas. And speaking of Clarence Thomas, I mentioned something about him in the book too with the Voters' Rights Act, because P15 is 15 P's, and one of them is politics, and I talk about the Voting Rights Act. And I talk about the way Clarence Thomas was in a position to help, but he helped to try to dismantle the Voting Rights Act with his black self. And like I said, in America, we need the government to do certain things for us because we never got reparations, we never were made whole after slavery. At the same time, there's some things we need to do for our own black selves, and that's including Uncle Toms and people who don't want to see black people do well. Some people don't, and the way people act is how they feel about themselves. So that's what I'm listening to God about. P15, we're going to do the Dr. Think and Shine Vacation Bible School series, and there are other products that go along with Dr. Think and Shine. And part of the whole love movement, we have the P15 paradigm, but out of the 15 Ps, the 7th one is parenting. So that's where Dr. Think and Shine comes in. They're all integrated. And so I'm just going to listen to God, and I'm just thankful that I live to do this, and I just look at what God has done. I take no credit. I just thank Him for using me. When I read my poems, in the Silver Anniversary Collection, it's a collection of 75 of my poems. I presented that as an offering to God for 25 years in ministry, and I'm thankful for Him using me. And when I read it, I'm like, whoa. Or when I read the P15, I'm like, wow. I give God glory, because Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. So I'm not just some brainiac that came up with this. Everything in there you already heard. We just want to be on one accord so we can work together for unity, order, faith, justice, peace, and equality. You can get the P15 Passbook at Amazon.com, BN.com, that's BarnesandNoble.com, or you can go to my distributor, Bookmasters /AtlasBooks.com. And if you want prayer requests, if you have prayer requests or want to contact me personally, go to our personal webpage. That's More Love with Dr. Judi, JUDI.com. God bless you, heaven smile upon you, and look for the P15 Passbook, America's Passport for Unity, at more than 70 online bookstores and at a bookstore near you. God bless you.